Hello, Scorpio. Thank you for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Gilded Tarot Royale by Cyril Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. Website on the bottom is llewellyn.com. There's also the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram information if you're interested, of course. Support of Oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. They're their full names if you're interested. On the back, here's a few websites for them. I notice She Who Is Art usually, but there's a couple others. Feel free to check out whatever you would like to check out. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio? Ooh, I've made my choice. I've made my choice. I keep getting I've made my choice. Something. Okay, what's going on here? Somebody around you. I feel like I want to start with this, but it's the Justice card, but it feels like something is happening. Like, I feel like something is being put in my hand. Like, maybe there's a business deal, or there's something that this person's being given. It's being backed up by the Moon card on the dice and the Knight of Fire. Knight of Wands. What is it? Wands in this deck. They're making decisions. I feel like I'm getting somebody's getting something. And maybe they don't really know what to do with it, but they're kind of keeping it to themselves. You know what's going on with them. Do they know that you know? I don't know if they know that you know. Maybe. But they're trying to figure out what they need to do. The thing is, they're kind of holding on to it. They're not really doing anything with it. And I'm kind of looking at this like there's kind of a time limit on that. It's almost like food. If you leave it out, even if you leave it in the refrigerator for too long, it only has so long. I mean, if we're going to be really technical, even if they put it in the freezer, it still expires after a while. Like, it gets frostbite or something, and it's just, the food value goes down after, I don't know, a year or two? I don't know, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure, though, if something is in the freezer too long, it loses its food value. So it's kind of like they're not really doing anything with it, but to me it's like something in the fridge. It's in the fridge. It's not gonna last the longest time. Maybe you'll get a week out of it. Maybe if you're really lucky, depending on what it is, maybe you'll get a week out of it. But you can't really just like leave it there for a month or so and be like, hey, I'm ready for it now. Now it's gross. So no. So they're not doing anything though, and I feel like I'm backing off. I'm backing off, or are you going to back off? Because I see, like, I let them know, like, you need to make a decision. And I feel like they're kind of still holding back. They're kind of like, yeah, I know, Scorpio, I know. Is this somebody you get along with? Maybe sometimes more than others. Let's do that. Maybe sometimes more than others. Not all the time. Sometimes more than others. Yeah, they don't seem to want to do anything. They don't want to do anything. They're holding back. And I feel like I'm looking at this and I'm like, listen, whoever you are, listen, person, whoever they may be, you can't hold on to that forever. By the time you get around to it, you're not going to be able to use it. It's just going to be a waste. And I don't want you to miss out. Like, do something with it. It's stressing me a little bit. Step back. I know that may seem counterintuitive. Is that? Should Scorpio step back? Let's just be fair. Because I'm like, is that counterintuitive? Because I'm kind of conflicted with that. High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. To me, Nine of Pentacles is like doing things on your own. I feel like this person needs to do it on their own. Pass or fail, they need to do it on their own. And it's kind of like the High Priestess looks at what's good and what's not good. It's kind of like, all right, if this fails, at least they'll learn. I told them, And if that's what it takes for them to like fail before they realize this lesson, then maybe that's how they have to learn it. Maybe that's how for this one. Step back is what I keep getting. So I don't know what you're dealing with, but take it objectively, of course. Because I see that when you step away, that seems to trigger them. In the sense of like, it's like Scorpio, like, hello? Like, I feel like it's kind of like it triggers them. Like, where did Scorpio go? Like, I feel like they're just kind of like, what? Where did Scorpio go? When you step away and do something else, and like literally, I feel like you can't help them, that triggers them. And all of a sudden they're like, okay, wait a minute. If Scorpio stepped away, that means I have to do this on my own. It's almost like they were kind of relying on you that when they finally made their decision, you would help make it happen, and you're a dynamo. Scorpios tend to be dynamos. I just think. Maybe I'm just biased about that, but I really do think so. Now that you stepped away, it's like, oh, wait, what? Like, wait, where did Scorpio go? Like, okay, now I have to do this? Like, I have to do this all myself? Okay, wait a minute. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Triggered. Totally triggered, and not in a bad way, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's not in a bad way, because it's getting them to activate their own thoughts, their own what they want to do, they have to do it themselves. So if they're going to have it happen, they're going to have to get up and do it themselves. This is a good thing. This is really a good thing, because I feel like the fire is lit and they're very like bothered by it. This also comes in right behind it. They start moving really fast, and they start really coming in because they're very conflicted about their own energy. They know you were right, but now that you stepped away, it's kind of like, oh wait, I might fail. Like, I literally might fail now, and they don't want to. That triggers them. It literally triggers them. They do what they need to do. I feel like you get to sit back and watch. Scorpio's really smart with this. I feel like you can watch without people knowing you're watching. I feel like Scorpio's the one where if somebody walks by you and you're attracted, you can get a total look at that person if you want to without anybody else realizing that you did. I don't know why I'm using that analogy, but there you go. Scorpio can figure things out, and you can watch things without people realizing. I feel like you're sitting back and you're watching. And I feel like you're kind of like, all right, is this working out? How well did they do with it? Did they really listen to what I said? What I told them, were they actually listening, and did they make sure that they followed up on what I told them? I feel like I'm paying attention, and I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. I like it mostly because they're independent at this moment, and they're actually taking what I said seriously, and they don't want to lose it. Very happy. There's a lot of good things coming in. I feel like when this person is activated, I'm very excited and very happy for them. I'm also trying to pay attention, like, I feel like this is somebody who's very good at following your lead at times, and sometimes not. It seems very hit and miss. But I'm learning, like, okay, now I know if I step back, if they really want it, they'll make it happen. But if I step back and they don't move, they didn't want it to begin with, or not enough anyway. So I feel like I'm learning a lot. There's good changes coming in here. I'm learning more about this person. Maybe a lot about what they do want and what they don't want. Because maybe there's been things in the history with this person where I've stepped back before and nothing has happened. And I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. When I've stepped back in this situation, nothing happened. Well, this a prior situation, nothing happened. But this current situation, I step back, and all of a sudden things start to fly, and they start to moving and get things done, and they get what they want. So if I find something that they're actually invested with, I can step back some more and actually let them go on their own. But if I step back and I notice they're not moving, that's very telling. You're learning a lot about this person and about what you want to come next with you and your connection with this person. I don't know if this is a friendship, business connection, or it could be a romantic thing, whatever's going on here. Could be any type of relationship, but you're learning more about what makes this person tick. I do feel like you like that. I feel like this is good. I feel like I'm getting closer to this person, and I know more about them than they realize I know about them. This seems to be good. I seem to like it. It seems very good. I don't know. I'm not getting the details, but there's so many different variations, I suppose. But you, I feel like, will have the details, so that's what matters. I mean, not for nothing. Are we there? I think we're done. Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.